Hello everyone, welcome to ATN. I'm your host, Amin Dillon, and today I'm here with Ria Money Transfer. Now the company started in 1987 in New York, and since then they've expanded all over the world, including India. And today they're going to tell us how we Canadians can connect with our loved ones back home and beyond. So here are all the details.
Decades and being the largest money transfer company in the world. That's what Ria in India is all about. That's absolutely incredible. So at this point, I want to invite, we have some wonderful, nice orange sofas here, and I want to invite some of the team here. And what we'll do is we'll have them, especially our managing director, say a few words, and we'll open up to Q&A, and then we'll have a wonderful lunch and so on. So let me invite on stage. First of all, we have Ms. Rosario Escarpita, as she did the dia lighting, our Managing Director for the Americas. Welcome. Mr. Debanshu Majumdar, the Business Development Director for South Asia. Florin Antoneza, Canada Sales Director. Mr. Mukesh Sharda, Territory Manager for Ontario. We have Rohit Gupta. Come on, Rohit. Come on, welcome. Welcome. And Menchi Orlina. Come on, Menchi.
I would like to share with you a little bit more about who we are and what has been our journey to India. Actually, Ria is part of Euronet, a company. This is a publicly traded company on NASDAQ under the symbol EEFT, and they are a leader providing secure electronic payments worldwide. They have a broad product portfolio, and they have organized themselves in three segments. The first segment is what we call EFT. This is the largest independent ATM provider in the world. We're actually in India. We're the largest in India as well. The second segment is ePay. ePay is an expert on providing mobile and prepaid digital content. They have established very good relationships with prime retailers in most of the countries where they operate. And the third, and the reason why we're here, is the money transfer segment, where I would like to expand a little bit more about that. Actually, Euronet decided to enter the money transfer industry early in the 2000s, but it was until 2007 when they acquired Ria Money Transfer. Ria Money Transfer has now become the third largest money transfer company in the world. We cover over 146 countries, and we have more than 321,000 agents worldwide. After the acquisition of Ria in 2007, we had a couple of the last 2 years have been a couple of acquisitions and busy for us expanding our footprint in different regions. In 2014, we invested on acquiring a UK-based business called HiFX. They used to be only in UK and New Zealand. They are a payments company provider, and now we have a network in Canada and US as well. In 2015, we had two important acquisitions as well. The first one in the month of June was acquiring a small money transfer regional company called IME. It is based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and that allows us to expand our footprint into the Middle East, which is an important community for India as well. After that acquisition of IME, we acquired what I think is the brand that you're going to recognize the most, which was in July 2015, we acquired XE. XE is the world's trusted currency authority, where a lot of people use to go and see how, a specific currency is moving. And they are located here in Canada, and we have expanded the footprint with them as well. So that's basically the money transfer segment. Now, I would like to elaborate a little bit more about our journey to India. Really, we have been in India for quite a while. It's not recently. Since 2002, we started offering the service by establishing strategic partnerships with some payers, but it was until 2011 that we established our first office in Mumbai. This office allows us to expand and service better not only India but the South Asia region as well. After that establishment in 2011, we obtained the approval for our license from the RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, in 2014. And that's when really the expansion of the network started a little bit more aggressive. And today, the reason why we're here and we're celebrating is that we have signed 3 of the most experienced principal agents in India. They are, as you can see here, Paul Merchants Limited, we have Wiseman Forex International, and we have Transcorp International Limited as well. So we're very excited to have them, be part of the network in India, and through their network and their locations plus the other partnerships that we have, now we can say that we can reach almost every place in India where you can reach your loved ones, from rural areas to urban areas to semi-urban. We can get your money there safe. So we're very excited to be part of this news and share with you that RIA could not be prouder to be part of this link, this important process that is uniting families, uniting the Indian community that left home and worked hard with their loved ones in their country.
Rosario Escarpita is joining me now from RIA Money Transfer. Okay, so first of all, congratulations. We have a big press conference here today talking about how you are ready to dominate the market. So for viewers that maybe are not familiar, it all starts 3 decades ago almost, right? Tell us the story of how you all began.
Correct. We're celebrating our 30th anniversary. It all started in New York in 1987 as a small money transfer company servicing the Dominican Republic and the Latin American segments, and from there we start growing into Africa, South Asia, and that's the reason why we're celebrating our expansion in India, being the biggest corridor, the biggest market for remittance in the world. So we're excited about the product and services that we're offering.
Of course. And I'm sure you know from hearing from some of the media here that the South Asian community here, we know a lot about money transfer. We're always sending money to our loved ones back home. There's many ways that money is needed, but I know it's very, very popular. So I know the community here is quite familiar with some of the other competitors. So you're coming to this market and you already heard a lot of questions, a lot of expectations, right? So how are some of the main ways you're going to make sure you set yourself apart from the competition?
Perfect. I think we have been concentrating on giving choice and options. Those are situations that they did not receive before with other money transfer companies. So we hear the community and we know they want flexibility. They want to be able to send to a bank deposit or to a cash-to-cash transaction. And we have concentrated on giving that, getting closer to them at a better, or most economic way to send to India. But you're right, they're experts on that, and what we can do best is just hear them and continue to improve our service.
Okay. So when you go into one of the biggest markets like India, I'm sure you know your team is down there. India is very diverse. It's very big, a lot of people, a lot of different backgrounds. So, sometimes, as we know, when Modi ji demonetized some of the currency, it can be chaotic getting cash, and it's a big cash-based currency as well over there. So I'm sure you know some of the challenges. You've been down there. How are you and your team ready to make sure that it's not just going to be people in the big cities having access, that people in the villages as well are going to have access?
I think by partnering with the right parties, right? That's why we were excited with the 3 principal agents that we have now onboarded. They had been, from 15 years, some to over 20 years of experience covering not only the rural areas or the urban areas, but they had been expanding non-stop. So that's what we're trying to do, continue the expansion and relying on expertise of our team locally in India and the partners that we continue to add every day.
So walk us through it. So let's say you and I decide we want to send money to someone in India. How is the process going to work?
Okay, so we have established thousands of locations where you can go and send transactions. They will be asking for your information, the beneficiary information as well, your recipient in your country, and it depends on the amount. It's within minutes that you can send, and it will be available based on your choice. If you want to deposit directly to their bank account, so they have the convenience to use the money at their free time, or if they prefer to go to one of our thousands of locations in India to collect the money. So we give them that ability to choose, and all that is within minutes.
So I know here we're celebrating. You already have so many agents here working in India or in Toronto, and I hear you're available across this nation, right? So it doesn't matter if our viewers are watching in Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver. You have agents in every major city here, or every city?
In every major city, and we continue to expand. It's never enough network. We continue to add more locations. But yes, you're right. In Calgary, Surrey, and all the main cities, we have agents and company-owned locations as well. So to find your closest agent, you can go to riamoneytransfer.com, type the city, and we'll let you know which businesses are closer to you.
And is there anything coming up for you in terms of offering new services or anything else that you want our viewers to look out for?
Oh yes, we're busy. We cannot disclose at this moment, but believe me, we're trying to give another different, more convenient way to the Indian community. So stay tuned. We'll have more news coming soon.
I was going to say, you know what, I don't know, here's some feedback. We'll give some feedback, right? A lot of the South Asian community members here, they have properties over in India. So I know it can be quite a headache to pay your payments, your bills, even just to get something repaired. So just throwing it out there, maybe if there's an option to help us make payments over there to people, that'd be something nice that we might want. And obviously, I'm sure they can contact you and offer some ideas of other services they can provide, right?
Perfect. We're open to ideas, and hearing, our community is the best thing to improve our service. So thank you so much for the advice.
Now, I have a couple of questions. They are all interlinked, so please bear with me. Any one of you can feel free to answer. Of course, the first question is, what are the differences between the RIA money transfer and the other institutions that are here, especially I know MoneyGram and all the Western Union are there, but now that banks have come in, so they are big bodies. So how do you differentiate and how do you better the services than compared to the banks? Second is, you did mention that the launch in India happened quite some time back, and you all are trying to reach the suburbs of India. But frankly, tell me, you said the money is transferred promptly. So how prompt is the service in the suburbs? I'm not asking about Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, or Chennai. I'm asking about the other suburbs. And also with the monetization that happened in India lately. I know I was recently in India and I had a lot of problem. So I went to the banks, I have accounts there. I wasn't given more than 24,000 per week. So that's hardly anything for shopping. So how did it affect RIA, and how is RIA going to be, bettering their services for that? And my final question is, what does RIA RIA stand for? That's
Okay,
it.
perfect. What is it different? It's what is it different versus MoneyGram, Western Union, or the banks or the other competitors? What we believe that is a strong attribute is the value proposition that we present to our customers. Not only we're giving them the convenience to reach bank deposit, cash to cash, that others have probably limited. We have the ability to send money in any part of India. So now, in addition to having that convenience of, send the money your way, however you prefer to send it, also we concentrate on giving a better value proposition. more economic, better value proposition for our agents as well, for the partners that work with RIA, and most importantly, a better value proposition for the recipient, giving a better, exchange rate or overall value experience with us. So that's overall, we provide a better customer service and value proposition experience. That's one of the questions. We do work close to the community as well, and probably you can elaborate a little bit on we have a local team of South Asian experts to help us be close to them, but also we have customer service in the different languages.
So in terms of the community touch points, we are there, everywhere. You talk about Canada, you talk about US, you talk about rest of the world, and we've been working on it for the past many years. Now, of course, like Rosario said, this is like a celebration time because we also we participate in Diwali, we participate in the Independence Day, we participate in during the Rakhi period, which is, and also for various other events. So we are very close to the community, and so that was part of it. And second was customer service, right? One of the challenges I think in North America we all face, okay, is when we want to, many of us, we are our English is not good, right? There's a certain segment. So for that, what we have done is that we have a dedicated number and a team in North America and also in India who takes calls, and it's almost like 24/7. During the day, the calls stay in North America, and after hours, it goes directly to India. So where it's a customer or an agent, right? Whatever problems they have. And of course, we've just started our communication process to everybody. So there are going to be understanding issues, right? We all go through that. So that is the reason this has been created. Many of the companies, they really created after the thing. With the vision of our leadership, we have actually created it before. And it's in multiple Indian languages. Thank you.
When we have to transfer money, and it's a different scenario completely, not before 72 hours, and then if we want to take the money back from the institute, they say there'll be another, if we need to investigate, they'll say there's a charge for it. So
correct.
that's
Absolutely
something.
no charge for any wholesale service. It's part of our DNA that we need to make sure that we leave our customers and our agents happy. So that is not a case with us in RIA. But I guess this is one of the benefits of being a little bit late, into the game. We did our homework, and hopefully you can use us. That you can use.
We learn
us.
from experience.
Exactly. We learn from the others, people's experience, and what we can tell you is the money is available within minutes. We have our team in Mumbai that takes care and makes sure that we monitor those transactions, and we have an important traction on the deposit to an account arena, we call it that way, and that is even very, very fast, right? Sometimes even faster if the bank here is over there is night. By the time they wake up, the money is already available at 8 a.m. or in the bank in India. So give us a try.
Fair
I
enough.
hope you're going to be happy about that.
And what does RIA stand for?
Remesas Interamericanas. That because we started in 1987 in New York, as mostly, as you saw in the video, sending transactions to Dominican Republic and the Caribbean and so on for Latin America. Sometimes when I visit the market, I'm asked, "Are you RIA?" And that's when I find out RIA is also a name in India, right? I wish I could say yes, I am RIA, but no. So it's more Remesas Interamericanas.
सवाल मेरा ये है कि और आज के समय में इंडिया में एज ए कंज्यूमर टू मुझे जाना आना है, कई बार गया हूँ, भेजा है पैसे, सिर्फ जो सबसे ज़्यादा नज़दीकी जो लगा वेस्टर्न यूनियन लगा। बैंक भी एक टाइम पे उतने ज़्यादा कॉम्पिटिटिव नहीं थे। क्या रिया के पास में उतने ही रिसोर्सेज हैं कि जहां पे बड़ी छोटी छोटी जगहों तक पहुंच सके? नंबर एक। दूसरे नंबर पे अगर वहां से पैसे आने हों, और क्या इससे गवर्नमेंट की बैकिंग है? गवर्नमेंट की बैकिंग का मतलब ये हुआ कि जो ट्रांजैक्शंस होंगे वो आप अपने अकाउंटेंट को दिखा सकते हैं, कैन वी शो टू अवर अकाउंटेंट एंड इट कैन बी अकाउंटेड फॉर इट इन दैट वे, क्योंकि अगर हम किसी को पे करें, if you are paying to somebody, or there, or from there to here.
Okay, I'll answer your second question.
जी.
As per the RBI guidelines, you cannot send money from India through a MTSS company or a MSB company we say in North America to outside India. You can only send money to outside India through a bank. Okay, that's point number one. Point number two is that yes, you can send money through an MTSS if you are a US citizen or a Canadian citizen. Okay, so yes, that is there, but it's very, very little. It's like zero almost.
पर भेजा जा सकता है.
Only if you're a US citizen or a Canadian citizen.
We are in Canada and very much in Toronto.
No, but I thought you were asking from India to Toronto.
From India to,
Yeah, okay.
if you are a Canadian citizen, you are
As
gone
per the
over here.
RBI regulation,
You can send it.
but
Okay.
you have to follow the latest RBI regulation.
So will RIA will support it as that?
Okay, I'll
capacity?
come to that.
Yeah.
Okay, we will support all RBI regulated issues.
Okay.
So now your first question was, can you repeat that again, please?
My first question was there that to the rural areas, if somebody is sending money from here to over there, would you be able to compete enough? I mean, instead of sending through Western Union or other sources, people can go through RIA. How far rural you are gone through?
Okay. That is exactly what Rosario was saying, that, we have actually done a lot of studies. Okay, we are a little late into entering India, but what we have done, we have actually invested our dollars in doing research. See, as you know, 80% of the area, okay, people are not staying there. Really, 80% of the transactions to India are in 20% places. So what we have done is that we have actually started with those 20% areas, but we are expanding. But the 20% area will cover at this point of time 80% of the world's remittance into India.
Can you name a few?
I would say Punjab,
Okay.
Gujarat.
Okay, so you're talking about the state-wise you have gone through?
Yeah,
Okay.
we've done into
Punjab, Gujarat and?
Punjab, Gujarat. We are there in the south, in Kerala. We are there in Tamil Nadu, Hyderabad. We are talking about Andhra. We are talking about Calcutta. Then, I think this is the major right. So we are everywhere, but we are also everywhere with bank account deposit. You can deposit money into any bank account in India.
For some, sending money across the globe is just a transaction. To them, the best rate or the fastest delivery times matter most. They're right. But for us at RIA, it's a lot more. RIA helps you help your mother pay for unforeseen medical expenses back home. We help you deliver tuition money so your brother can continue his education. By helping you share the fruits of your labor, RIA helps bring families, friends, and business. Our mission was and still is to provide customers with reliable, easy, and affordable money transfers. Our tremendous growth has allowed RIA to accomplish this mission and serve even more communities. We are now present in over 170,000 locations and over 130 countries around the globe. Money transfer, bill payment, currency exchange, check cashing, mobile top-ups, and payouts at Euronet's convenient ATMs. At RIA, we have developed friendly, reliable, fast, and secure global solutions to deliver money to places and people that matter most to you. Get started today. Visit a RIA store or authorized agent near you. Call us or visit RIAMoneyTransfer.com. RIA, sending money made easy.